Good morning, Ms. Acosta. My name is Valerie Reyes. I'm your special education co-teacher, and I'm reaching out in regards to the fourth grade students you had inquired about. The first thing I would like to discuss is the framework I would suggest, which is MTSS. The reason I suggest this is because it applies a wide range of strategies to address students' academic and behavioral needs in the educational environment. This is a three-tiered system of support. Tier 1 meaning it's accessible to all students. Tier 2, where it's more small group instruction based, which is where I feel Siohan and Sochit may benefit since they are at similar grade levels and can work on specific skills with them both at the same time. For Tier 3, this is more individualized instruction where I feel Ryan may benefit more from one-to-one support. Of course, when he is available, I know you mentioned that he gets pulled out a lot for resources. This may also apply to Russell's recommendations from the behavioral specialist, since MTSS incorporates positive behavioral intervention supports as well. An activity I would like to share is, this is based on Common Core Standard 7.1, use estimation strategies to make reasonable guesses. One specific strategy I would suggest to support this activity is using hands-on activities. For example, I have a jar here and we would prompt the discussion or incorporate open-ended questions by asking the class or the small group, how many erasers are in this container? Or we can be more specific saying, is there more than 10 erasers in this container? And you can pass it around to students, have them make their guesses, thinking about like shape sizes or even just evaluating how big the erasers are. We can also incorporate another container where we have, snowballs that are much bigger, but we can ask the question based on saying like, is there less or more snowballs in the containers than there are erasers? And you can take the items out and pass them around, have them compare those shape sizes. You can have Ryan participate in a whole group, have them rote count to 30. There are 30 erasers in here. And you can have another student count the snowballs, and we can prompt that discussion talking about the different shape sizes. Yes, although it looks like there is more snowballs, there is actually less because they are a larger size. So this gets the kids working with real hands-on items that can help them apply those mathematical concepts to experiences in class. Another strategy I would recommend is task analysis in the form of a visual checklist for assignments or tasks. This may help Russell feel less overwhelmed. I know you mentioned that he gets a little agitated when he does not know how to complete a task. And this would also benefit all the students because they would be able to check in where they are in the task or what they need to do to finish the assignment. This can be also applied to online class assignments. We can also incorporate movement activities where we can say, how many 1-foot hops can we do in 30 seconds? We can set a 30-second timer and start hopping, get the kids moving, get them engaged and get them excited. We can say, I think Miss Valerie or Miss Acosta, I think I can do more than 10 1-foot stops, and the class can watch you do it and be engaged in that as well. And we can compare our estimations to what our investigations actually reveal. Step 1 in this task analysis would be analyze the jars and the shape sizes. Step 2, make a reasonable guess. Step 3, we can actually count the totals. We can have Ryan row count to 30 again with those erasers, and we can have another student with the snowballs. And then 4, we can write down our answers and how far we were or how close we were. And this may also be applied to an online class. We can do a scavenger hunt with visible items in their field where we can say, how many markers can fit across my whiteboard, or how many steps does it take you to get from your desk to your door? Or we can do an estimation dance party where we play music, we have the students dance and jump, and after music stops, they have to estimate how long it was. This is, again, getting them thinking, was it 10 minutes? Was it 10 seconds? And we can have them talk about what they believe. These fall in line with research that supports using objects, models, manipulatives, appropriate technology in real-world situations to have the students engage in mathematical thinking and reasoning. Two technologies I would suggest are interactive whiteboards where they can trace objects, they can compare sizes to estimate. They may even use a ruler. They can, estimate how long their fingernail is and then compare it to the ruler findings. This is also can apply to knee to ankle length and just get them engaged and using real life items. Another technology I would recommend is Prodigy. It's a fun immersive game that gets students practicing math skills. You can set classroom goals and then the classroom rewards can be applied to them when they reach those goals. And they can also battle each other. Research has found that effectively designed gamification can improve learning outcomes, improve active participation, provide immediate feedback, and encourage problem solving. So again, if you have any questions, any inquiries, please reach out. I'm more than happy to help, and I'm here to assist you and the students. Thank you.